Greetings with love and peace in Yahusha, Messiah, my Master. Yahusha said to the taught ones, be aware of the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees. And his taught ones start to reason because they forgot the bread. They didn't have any, and they thought he's speaking about the bread that they did not have enough. But Yahusha, knowing, he said to them, "O you of little belief, don't you remember how many loaves of bread was left when he was feeding the crowds?" And when he said that, they understood that he meant the teachings of the Pharisees and Sadducees, that he didn't speak about the bread, no more bread. He didn't speak about food. Why actually Yahusha said that? Why he said to his taught ones, be aware of the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees? If we think about the bread of life, it will be opposite to the teachings of men. And Yahusha said to devil, man shall not live by the bread alone, but by every word of Yahweh. Who is the word of Yahweh? Who is Yahusha? Yahusha is the bread of life. He is the living word of Yahweh. So we shall live by him, by Yahusha. We shall eat that bread daily. Is that we shall read the scriptures? Only just anyone can just read the scriptures and that's it. That's how you will receive the bread of life. It doesn't work that way. Because it's not up to men to receive that bread, but up to Yahweh. It's not up to men to believe, but up to Elohim. John 6, verse 29, Yahusha says, the works of Elohim is that you believe in him whom he sent. Yahweh is Ruach. And he's above all. And Yahusha says, those words I'm speaking to you are Ruach and life. So that word, which Yahusha is, has two components, the Ruach and life. And if we eat that bread, we will possess life in us. Yahusha said, whoever eats my flesh and drinks my blood possesses life in him. Think about the crowd which was fed with so much food, the bread and the fish, and the taught ones was giving the bread to the crowd, because Yahusha passed through the taught ones the bread to the crowds. And we shall be the taught ones. We shall be the servants, the fishes of men. We're supposed to be the fishes of men. If we receive the love from above, Yahusha, who is the commandments of love, the word of Yahweh, which is love, and always been that way. It's from the beginning. Yahweh is love, the serving love, which serves his people. And always Yahweh served his people in every way. And Yahusha is his deliverance, coming from Yahweh's love. Elohim is love. And if we receive that love, the word which is the bread of life, we will live too with Yahusha and his Father as they live in perfect love, which the world does not know it. And if you don't eat the bread of life, you don't know that love. You just seek wisdom for yourself, like the Pharisees and Sadducees. That's why Yahusha warned his taught ones about those teachings, because those teachings are of those who seek understanding and wisdom and praise for themselves, position in this world to be admired by men, to have a comfortable setup in this world and life they live. You like people praise you. You like people, you guys, you, on the social media, you call yourself brothers and sisters, but you don't like the truth. You don't like to hear the word which is truth. It's the double-edged sword, which is love. But you don't know that's love, because you only know the love of this world, which comes with the sugar-coating words, clapping hands to one another, reasoning about the time when the Shabbat starts and how we should keep the feasts of Yahweh. Why don't you receive Yahusha? And you would not need to wonder and question one another. You say you believe in Yahusha, but you disrespect him. You use the books of men, secular resources, extra books, dictionaries. Is Yahusha not enough? Looks like he is not. That's why you did not receive the truth. That's why Yahweh would not give you bread of life, because you seek the understanding and wisdom and knowledge of this world and rely on it and seeking help, seeking answers from the world, not from Yahweh. Because otherwise, if you do seek Yahweh's bread of life, you will receive, because it says in the word speaks, ask and you will receive. It's not about asking for the wisdom of man. It's if you ask for the bread of life, you will receive. But you would not ask, so you will not receive. And I can come to you and say that, but still you would not receive. Ask for the bread of life. Ask and the Father will give it to you. The bread of life is the ruach and life. When Yahusha was feeding the crowd, he first gave the bread to his taught ones, and they did not stop it, they did not delay, they straight away gave to the crowd, to the people. Because if you have the bread of life, when you receive the bread of life, you want to give to others, because that love from above is about serving, it's about giving. You cannot hold it. You cannot keep it for yourself because you have so abundantly that is so much that you want to give. That's how it is. That's how it's about the love of Yahweh. You just want to give. You want to give continually until it's warm, until it is fresh. It's not about waiting. You can't wait. It's so precious. And it comes from above, and you give right away. You give to those who are hungry. I know there are some hungry ones here. I know that those who are in need, those who are really seeking the true bread, the bread of life, will come here, and they will be nourished, they will be satisfied with the bread of life. Come, eat. That's the bread of life, the love of Yahweh, the 10 Dabarim which are living. And if you receive it, you will live too. You will live by it. And Yahusha will give you peace. I'm no one, I'm just a vessel. But the greatest desire in me is to serve my Elohim through Yahusha Messiah by giving the living word to those who are hungry. Yahusha is that bread of life. Eat the bread of life. Be aware of the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees who rely on the sources of men, books and dictionaries. But this one, Yahusha said, this one who does not seek esteem and praise for himself, but for the one who is above, he is the true one. He speaks from the Ruach. Yahusha is the one who is from above. He is the bread of life. Hear him and receive him to yourself. Stay in him. Guard him. And that's what the obedience is. Whoever loves me obeys my word.